What's up, YouTube? It's the dawn where shit gets real. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the SnowWolf 200 with temperature control. All right, right off the bat, let me say this. Please watch to the end. I think you guys will get a kick out of what's at the end. I'm kind of making fun of Matt and Twisted and V. So, yeah, please watch to the end. You guys probably get a kick out of that. Okay, so this is my second video that I uploaded to YouTube. I took the first one down because I think I was sending the wrong message. So I don't want to send the wrong message to you guys, and I want to give you guys good information. It's not that it was bad information. It was just the way that I was, relaying it to you. You might think one particular way, and I don't want you guys to think one particular way. I was coming across kind of wrong. So let me fix that, because I'm human. I can make mistakes. So let me fix that. So let me say this off the jump. I love this device. I like it. I love it. I love the way it feels in my hand. I love the weight of it. It feels like you're holding quality in your hand until you look at the screen. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying that it's a bad screen, and I'm not saying you can't see it in the daylight, you can't see it in the dark. What I'm saying is, when you look at it, it's like you can see the pixels in the numbers in the display. You can see the pixels. It's not a high resolution. It's very low resolution. So I wish they would have bumped that resolution up just a tad, just a tad. Not, I don't want, a phone type resolution on it, but I don't want to see the pixels in it. It could have been a little bit sharper, something like the SX or, even the IPV. Well, the IPV it's better than this. So yeah, I wish the resolution in this was a little bit, higher. Let me take a toke. Another thing that I really wish that was different is the button placement. Now, if you can see on there, the buttons are kind of close to each other. And when I first got this device, I was forever hitting this positive button thinking I was firing it. And I was always messing up my setting. So I wish the positive was where the negative is, and the negative was maybe like right here or something. I wish they would have separated them a little bit. I got fat fingers, and, they have enough real estate on that side, to put them buttons down just a tad. You know what I mean? And when I go up close, I'm not going to give you all these specs, the height, the width. It's already out there. It's on their site. They already break all that down for you. I will weigh it though, with some batteries, because it's got a little weight to it. So I will weigh it, but I'm not going to. It's 4 inches or millimeters. I'm not going to go through all that. It's out there. I'm a little late to the game. A lot of people have already talked about it, but I will say some things that other people haven't said. So let's just dive up close, and I'll tell you a couple of those issues and what I really like about it. Okay, guys. So I'm up close with this SnowWolf. Like I said, I'm not going to go through all of the menu system is crazy simple. The only thing you can really do is just hit these two buttons, the plus and minus, and do you see how the wattage is displayed? If I hit these two buttons again, the Fahrenheit display. Pretty much that's it. That's the whole menu system. That's how you adjust your wattage and your temperature. So that was really easy. Now the specs, like I said, I'm not going to go through that. The battery door, it's a great battery door. It's great. The magnets hold it in there snug, and it kind of sits recessed down in there. I mean, it sits smooth. So to move it, you can move it a little bit, but when you're vaping, you never move it. Let me back this out a little bit. Okay, it is a fingerprint magnet, as you can see. The fingerprint city. Now, like I was saying, I don't think both materials on both sides are the same. As you can hear it just, somebody said Gorilla Glass. They said they emailed Asmodus. They said it's Gorilla Glass. I believe one side is some type of glass, the other side is some type of plastic. But I could be wrong. Okay, so let me go into the things what I had an issue with. Let me take a vape. As you can see, your wattage moves around and your temperature moves around. So let me throw in a different addy real quick. So let's take this off. That was a nickel build. And let's put this Canthal build in here. Show you guys that it is Canthal. This is some, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's Canthal. It's squared wire, and it's pretty low. Okay, so let me get this top back on here. Let's see. Okay. So let's tell it it's a new atomizer. Yes. Okay. So it's Canthal. Let's take a bait. See that? See how long it took to realize that it was Canthal. And this is straight Canthal. Now it does it more. It does it longer with the crown tank due to the material of its coils. But I just wanted to show you guys that it also it also does the same thing with Canthal. It doesn't always realize that it's Canthal, especially the first hit. Let me take another hit. Now it realizes that it's Canthal, and it doesn't go back and forth. Okay, so once it realized that it's Canthal, I've never seen it go back to trying to read temperature. Okay, now if I let it sit or if I lock it, when I come back and take that first vape, it will think it's nickel and try to regulate the temperature. So let me take another toke. And let me put the nickel back on and see if I can duplicate this one more time. Let's take it off. Now, one good thing that it does, it never, ever, ever thinks that nickel is Canthal and burn the hell out your coils. It never does that. Never. So that's one good thing, because nickel builds take time to build, and it would suck if you put it on your device and it fired it like it was Canthal and popped your wire. So let me take a toke. Tell it to new Addy. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So let me take this off. Put this Canthal build back in here. Hit the button. Yes. See how I think it's nickel? And it took a minute. Let me do this one more time, because it'll do it for more than one hit as well sometimes. Take it off. Yes. It thinks it's nickel. It still thinks it's nickel. Now it's realizing that it's Canthal. Okay, so that's about it. That's my only gripe with this unit. Now, being as though it doesn't have like a USB port to update it, we're kind of stuck with these first runs, or I'm sure they probably fix that issue, or tweak it a little bit so it does it it realizes the material a little bit better. So we're kind of stuck with it. So that's a downfall, that it's not upgradable, or the software is not upgradable. You're pretty much stuck with the machine. With the device. Now it does have a 30-day warranty. To me, that's kind of short. I wish it was at least 60 or 90 days. 30 days, you got to hurry up and get it back to your store or where you bought it from. I wish it was a little bit longer. But other than that, man, I like this device. Let me go grab a scale real quick so I can weigh it real quick. Okay, I got the scale. Let's see how much it weighs. This is with batteries. So that looks like 11 3/8 ounce. So let's pop the batteries out and see how much it weighs. Let's pop this bad boy back on. 8 3/8 ounce. I'm looking at this upside down, guys, so bear with me. Okay, so let's put an IPV on there, 4, and see how much that weighs with batteries. Let's take this off. This is 9 7/8. That's with batteries. And pop these batteries out. See this one way without. 6 5/8 ounce. Okay, so this device it is a little heavier than your average device, but it does feel like you're holding something that's put together well. Okay, so let's go back up top and wrap this up. Okay, guys, so we're back up top. Right now I got a Canthal build on here, and I did want to share with you guys that I can make this device get a little warm. Okay, so right now I haven't been vaping on it for a second. Let's just take a temperature of it. It's 86 degrees, and it's probably just from my hand. Let's take the metal. 83 degrees. Okay, let's do the top real quick. 70 degrees. Oh, that's kind of strange. 77 degrees. Okay, so let me. As you can see, this is a new, or it's locked because I just took the batteries out. Okay. Okay, so now it realizes that it's Canthal. So I'm going to jack it up to 150 watts. And what I didn't tell you guys on my last video about this RDA velocity, the flavor is great. But it also depends on where you place your coils. The closer you place them to that air hose, make sure that your coils, when you're looking at your little smiley face, you can see your actual coils, okay? So, but the flavor on this thing, it's pretty good. It's not as good as like, a freak show or, where the airflow comes directly underneath the coils. But for side air RDA, it's really good. It's good. So let me show you how warm this thing can get. I'm going to vape it at 150 watts and take a couple pulls. Again, it's 87 degrees. Woo! Woo! I don't know if I can keep going with this. But like I said, I don't think I can keep going with this because this is kind of strong. I put the wrong stuff in here. Wow. This is muff cake. Now the strange thing about this juice is when I first got it, I couldn't stand it. I let it sit for like a month, and it's delicious now. By the way, next week, juice week. Just juice week. I got so much juice. I need to start knocking these juices out the box. Juice week. $87. So it's not going to do it for me now. 76. But trust me when I say, when I've been vaping this thing at high wattages, I've noticed that it did get a little warm. I didn't walk around with the measurement thing in my hand and measure it, but I did notice it gets a little warm. Now, it's not too warm where you can't hold it, but it's just like any other device. It does get warm. So I was thinking that the glass may help with that heat, spreading the heat around, but most of the warmthness was coming from the side. So, just be aware that when you're vaping at really high wattages, this stainless steel is going to carry that heat, and it's pretty much just going to stay there. There's no cuts in it. It does have some venting on the bottom. I guess that could act as a heat fan a little bit, but it gets pretty warm when you're, going to town. That vape is hot. I had to put now it's 88. I would say it probably jumped up about 10 degrees. It did get, much warmer. You can notice it when you picked it up. But other than that, I really like this device. Other than that delay of, and not realizing that it's Canthal, I really don't have too many complaints. The complaint is you can't update it to fix that issue. The heat that it kind of keeps, even with the heat from your hand, it kind of keeps that heat. But I'm not saying don't get it twisted. I'm not saying it's a hot device. it just keeps that heat. I wish it would, had some heat sinks in it or something to kind of dissipate some of that heat. But like I said, please watch the end of this. Matter of fact, I'm just going to cut this short right now so you guys can get a kick out of, get a laugh. But yeah, this right here, for me, it's a go. Would I recommend it to experienced vapor? Yes. An inexperienced vapor, it's a yeah and a no, because they really don't have to do too much. The DNA is like bam, 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 bam. You got to hit all these buttons. With the SX, you got to lock in the or the IPV. You have to lock in the resistance. But this one is just pretty much twisted on, and you're there. Now, above 150 watts, it does do the little pulsating thing. Since I can do that right now. You can see it does a little pulsating thing. I very rarely vape at 150 watts. I don't go above 150 watts. So I don't see the benefit in that. Maybe it's reserving the chip. I don't know, so it won't get too hot. Now the max voltage on this is like 7. I think it's 7, but I have seen it go up to 7.8. Now, the advantage of something like the IPv3, you can go higher on the voltage. I believe that one is 8 or 9, something like that. I don't have it in front of me, but I think it's like 8 or 9. So you can get, you have a more wider range to actually get that 150 watts or 165 watts with the voltage. Sometimes a lot of guys thinking they're vaping at 150 watts, but they run out of volts. Like like at a 0.6 or something, I'm vaping at 150 watts. You're really not. You probably at like 100 because you run out of volts. And I'm not correct. I'm not exact on those numbers, but you run out of voltage before you get to those wattages at higher ohms. So let me take a toke. We're going to wrap this up. Yeah, that was a pulse. So, like I always say, if you know somebody that's on the stinkies and you got some old equipment, let them borrow your old equipment for a week or so and tell them, hey, if they like it, you explain to them where to get it. Like I said, next week is going to be Juice Week. So, until the next time, thank you so much for watching. Peace.
What's going on there, YouTube? Drinking with Twisted 421 has returned. And today we're looking at some Capri Suns brought to you by Craft Food Group. Let's take a look at it, why don't we? Hey guys, what's up? It's my dad, aka the Don, and Corey here with Sip My Juice. And today we have a juice review, well, a couple. We'll be reviewing Capri Suns. Capri Suns. Capri Suns.
Okay, so as she said it, we're going to be reviewing some juice. They're brought to you by Kraft, the same people that bring you the Kraft macaroni and cheese. It's awful hot in here. It's really hot in here. We're in this house and ain't got
no. Hot in here.
So it's hot in here. We ain't got no air conditioner, so it's pretty hot. So I guess the first one, you're going to talk about the first one. Let's go.
Okay, so here we have the Capri Sun Warm Waters Strawberry Kiwi. And the packaging it's silver. Duh. And has a surfer on here. He looks mighty happy. He's surfing in some, He's surfing some kiwi and some strawberries, strawberry.
Okay, so these juice are brought to you. They're like 70% water and 30% sugar. So let's see how good it is. Let's see how it sits.
The straw has some suction, and the juice is more kiwi, less strawberry, but it's okay.
Let me try it.
I give it like
it don't do nothing for me.
Well,
it gives an aftertaste.
It does.
This one gives me an aftertaste. I know that the I can't even say it. Like I say, roaring waters. They all give me an aftertaste. Let me take another sip.
It kind of tastes. Oh, go ahead.
To me, I give this one a 5 because it's got that aftertaste. It tastes like medicine-y.
Yeah, like if you have like one of those like kid medicines and like you take it and then you just like taste it for like 30 minutes after. That's how it tastes.
So it's got an aftertaste.
But yeah, this is it.
So which flavor was that?
This was the strawberry kiwi and roaring waters. That's important because there's another strawberry.
Okay, so now we're gonna do the strawberry kiwi. I guess the regular.
The regular one.
Yeah, this one is like 60% water and 40% sugar. Let's get some sugar up in our life. So it comes with a little straw in it like that. Just take the straw off. Bam! I see how it sips. See how it sips.
How does it sip? Is the straw okay?
You tell me what you think.
It
need to be 50-50 sugar. Not sweet enough.
That's sweet. It's sweeter than the roaring waters, definitely. You can taste more strawberry as well. It doesn't have much of an aftertaste. The front is a multiple surfers, as you see, multiple. Yeah, it's quite sugary. You get that?
Ain't enough sugar for me. I was a Kool-Aid baby. I need a lot of sugar.
I wasn't. So this is great. This is great.
Yeah, the old lady don't allow me to have Kool-Aid in the house. I want to have Kool-Aid in the house.
Oh my gosh, remember that time we had Kool-Aid and we like froze it and it was like Kool-Aid popsicles. It was so good.
Yeah. We had a little hood out here in the bougie area sometimes. It's hard to find Kool-Aid in the stores where we live at, but
I mean you can get the Kool-Aid packets.
Yeah. Okay, so we brought you a little juice review. Like I said, this is DJ and daughter with Sip My Juice. So thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, sip my juice.
Actually, my name is Corey. And we're looking at some juices. What's up? See my phone over here? Are y'all? Oh, my daddy is coming.